It is, of course, a rematch from Week 3, where Fnatic were able to come out on top over G2. G2 and rekkles are now going to be looking for revenge. The last time they played this game was an absolute bloodbath, and I think the line that just sticks with me from Bwipo, during the pause, all I could think about was snapping this guy's neck. His volley bear was incredible, and the thing that I find very interesting is going into that match, G2 looked better, G2 looked stronger. Fnatic had just come off a 0-2 week, and then they won. And we're in the exact same scenario again.
Yeah, and Bwipo, I mean, that was a man on a mission in that game, piloting the Volibear up in the top lane. His team fighting was absolutely disgusting, like single-handedly carrying within those fights. It wasn't just, you know, a solid top lane performance that was a little bit back and forth.
The play.
Literally here, he just jumps in on rekkles, 1v3 is like 1-2, you're gone. What is that?
And that's a celebration. I think we actually heard the player comms. I one-shot him. Did you see I one-shot him? Look, we talked a lot yesterday on the AD with Mac and with Vedius about the impact the bottom lane can have. Do you share the same sentiment that the 2v2 and in particular the mikyx versus hylissang could be pivotal or the key to winning this game?
Absolutely. I mean, whenever these two, you know, bot lanes play against each other, it's mikyx and hylissang constantly fighting in. They each have 10 deaths, but it's because they're starting off 10 different fights on their own. And with the way the two lanes have been playing, like rekkles and mikyx are the best spot lane in Europe, but Upset and hylissang got on together very well, very early. And specifically, whenever it's like a Samira paired up with a playmaking support, it's been on fire for Fnatic. Problem is, Samira's nerfed now. So now they need to look towards some other picks, which they definitely can play, but up against the best bot in Europe, that's a challenge.
Best bot in Europe. Now, if you were to predict, do you think this time around G2 are looking more strong and there is more doubt on Fnatic? Or is Fnatic the type of team that'll just rise to the occasion?
I'm going to be honest. Logic doesn't apply when Fnatic play G2 in the regular season. It's always chaotic. So G2, they definitely look like the better team, but that's never stopped Fnatic before, and we're in for another great
Also,
night.
if anybody was concerned, yesterday, Ashley Can got it confirmed, validated, and verified by mikyx that Carlos Ocelot Rodriguez has paid for the internet connection for G2. So let's hope we don't have the same problem for last time. We will see G2 versus Fnatic later tonight as they close out the week. Before we get there, though, the first two games tonight have massive implications in the race for playoffs. Schalke versus Misfits, SK versus XL. We will have a special guest in the form of Deficio to join us. We'll have a pregame and a postgame for game number 2 and discuss the implications. But let's turn our attention to Schalke versus Misfits because long have I waited, long has Deficio debated. Me, he was supposed to be here now, he'll be here a little later. And